Right, let's get back to the football and back out to the US. Now join our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solhekol, for the latest on Michael Olise's future. Kaveh, good to see you. France take on Iraq on Monday, but it's Olise's future that's in the headlines.
Yeah, we've had a bit of an unusual development because Real Madrid have released a statement today making it clear that they're not trying to sign Michael Olise from Bayern Munich. There have been lots of reports that potentially Real Madrid are looking at making a bid of around 200 million euros. But this statement from Real Madrid says we've had no direct or indirect contract with the player, his representatives or his associates. They also go on to say how great the relationship is between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. And if they wanted to sign Michael Olise, then the first thing they would do is contact the club themselves directly. So Real Madrid moving pretty quickly to clear up any confusion over their interest in Michael Olise. It seems to be clear cut. They're saying we're not interested. Having said that, I still believe there's no smoke without fire. And remember, a couple of years ago, they said exactly the same thing about Kylian Mbappe. And then a year or so later, they signed him when his contract ran out at PSG.
OK, Brazil take on Scotland on Wednesday, and there's some big news coming out of their camp today.
Yeah, an update about the fitness of Neymar. Neymar, who was controversially included by Carlo Ancelotti in the Brazil squad, despite the fact that he hasn't been in great form back in Brazil and he'd had injury problems. Guess what? He had injury problems even before this tournament started. During the training camp that Brazil have been holding, he picked up a calf injury, which means that he hasn't been able to feature so far in Brazil's opening 2 games. But better news coming out of the Brazil camp, because Neymar is training on his own today, and the Brazil communications team briefing that he's likely to train with the rest of the squad on Monday. Now that could be significant, of course, for Scotland fans, because it could mean that he could feature against Scotland on Wednesday. We're still waiting for an update about what is going on with Rafinha, because of course he went off injured during the first half of Brazil's easy victory yesterday. He has got a thigh problem, which he's had for quite a while actually, but I think the latest we're hearing from the Brazil camp is that it's not as serious as feared, but that hasn't been confirmed because there were fears that he could miss the rest of the tournament.
OK, and Cristiano Ronaldo's sister is in the news. Tell us more.
Yeah, one of his sisters, I think, is a pop star, and she's been very unhappy about the fact that people have been criticising her brother. People have been saying Ronaldo didn't look great. He looked past it when he played against DR Congo the other day, and comparing his performances to the kind of performances we've seen from the other big names in world football, like Kylian Mbappe, like Lionel Messi, like Harry Kane as well. People really having a debate. Are Portugal better off without him? He's 41 now. Should he call it a day? Well, his sister has jumped to his defence on social media. She appears to be actually criticising his teammates, kind of suggesting that instead of blaming her brother, the media and fans should be blaming his teammates for not playing as well as they should. So just a story to keep an eye on. Of course, Portugal have got 2 games coming up against Uzbekistan and Colombia, but I think Roberto Martinez, their head coach, has made it clear that as far as he's concerned, Ronaldo will always be the first name on his starting 11.
Kaveh, great stuff. Thank you.